Hi everyone, welcome to Monday Product Update. Today we're going to be talking about the Culinary program, Wish program, and the North Las Vegas program from Nevada Partners. So this program has been around for a long time, and you have to get recertified every year as a loan officer and as a real estate agent. So just went through the recertification, and they are holding classes for home buyers and also for real estate and loan officer partners. So let's get started. Let's go with the down payment assistance for a culinary loan. So this basically is going to give your buyer $20,000 towards their down payment on a conventional loan and $10,000 towards an FHA loan to a principal reduction. So let's see what the differences are. So on a conventional loan, ideally, your buyer will have a higher credit score and be able to utilize the full $20,000 to put towards their down payment. Their mortgage insurance will be a little bit more affordable, and we can combine the culinary program, $20,000 down, with a home ready, home possible, and not to be confused with home is possible, but home possible, or any first-time buyer program that doesn't provide any down payment assistance. This allows your buyers to have a better interest rate, a lower mortgage insurance. The $20,000 is repayable. So whenever the homeowner sells the property, the $20,000 has to be repaid back to the culinary. If they refinance it, it has to be paid back to the culinary. If the person that owns the house passes away and then they leave the property to their kids or a beneficiary, and then they sell it, it has to be paid. It doesn't matter how many years go by, the $20,000 is fully repayable. The difference now on a culinary FHA program is that on FHA, your buyer has to put their own 3.5% down payment, but they can take advantage of an additional $10,000 towards a principal reduction, which in turn can help with a tight DTI, and it can also help with a debt to income ratio requirement. So the main things for culinary is that it doesn't have a credit score requirement, so that's always nice for an FHA type of loan. The culinary member must have worked 2,000 hours in the last 3 years. They must be a first-time home buyer as defined by the Housing and Urban Development or HUD department. This means that they need to not have ever owned a home or not have owned one in the last 3 years. They must be within the income limits. So on a household of 1 to 3 people, they have to be at $92,010 per year. Or in a household of 4 or more people, they have to be at $106,000 to $150,000. So this means that the entire household cannot surpass those limits. They have very tight debt to income ratios, so they have to be 36% on the front end, 45% on the back end, and they can only purchase a home in Clark County or Nye County. This Wish program is fully forgivable within 5 years. So if the homeowner sells or refinances the house, as long as they refinance it after the 5 years, then it will be fully forgivable. If they do it before, this means that they will have to pay a proration of the amount that they receive, which can be up to $22,000. The buyer needs to be a first-time home buyer or not have owned in the last 3 years. They must also complete the workshop education as well as the realtors and lenders. And they must be below the 80% of area medium income limit. And the Wish program is going to give them a 4-to-1 match. So if you have a borrower that has, just for recent numbers, $1,000, they're going to give them $4,000, so they have $5,000. So all the way up to $22,000. The buyer needs to have at least $2,000 in the transaction towards their down payment. Debt to income ratios are very tight too, at 43%. And they, just as an example, if you have one buyer, they cannot make more than $45,850 for the entire household. If they have 5 people on the property, then they cannot make more than $70,700. So there's a lot of things to check for as well. And then lastly, Nevada Partners offers this. It's a program for City of North Las Vegas, and it's only available for North Las Vegas city limits, so nothing outside of it. A buyer can receive up to $14,999 or $15,000 in down payment assistance. They must be a first-time home buyer, take the workshop as well, as well as your realtors and lenders need to have taken the workshop. They have an income limit as well, 80% of the area median income as determined by HUD. So that would be, again, your $45,850 for one person. Even lower than to income ratio. So we have to be at 41% debt to income ratio. Minimum contribution for the home is $1,500, and the money for the down payment is fully forgivable. The nice thing is that it doesn't have a credit score requirement. So unlike your Home is Possible or Home at Last, somebody with that meets all of the other criteria and they have a 600 credit score, they could qualify for this program as well as a forgivable lien. So lots of information, but then again, lots of options. Give me a call if you have a client that you think that is looking to buy in North Las Vegas, a client that is part of the Culinary, or a client that just has, I don't know, $6,000. They could get a 4-to-1 contribution towards their down payment, and we can make a deal work for you. So stay tuned. We'll see you on the next Monday product.